Right, I think I'll make a start. Yep, right, we're a little bit quieter today. So this is our last week of the Night Scenes project. So I'll do a little bit more to this in a minute. So the next project, so next month is the new month. I think it's 3 weeks in a month,
yes,
because we've got the Christmas break, and then 2 weeks off, and then back in January. I can't remember the exact dates, but we've got them down. I brought a couple of just little pictures to show you. So this is one of my favourite Night Scenes paintings that I did. To me, this is one of the most successful ones. So I painted that quite a few years ago, 2019, and this was just outside Trafalgar Square for the Christmas market. So this was one I painted, and it was kind of dusk when I started painting it, and it gradually got darker. So that's all painted in line. Sorry? Yep. This is my most recent one, and I think this will benefit from a bit of varnish. I wasn't too unhappy with this, but I think it probably would have benefited perhaps a wider canvas. I was trying to fit quite a lot in there, and it might have been easier if I'd gone a bit wider and perhaps a bit narrower. But this was, I think it's Waterloo Bridge. I stood on Waterloo Bridge and painted this one. This was 2 sessions, so I started it one day, and then I came back the following week and finished that one off. So just painting with a head torch, that one. So just thought I'd show you one of those. I've started planning the subjects for next year, and as I say, winter scenes will be the next one for December, and then January I thought I'd do like a kind of beginner's oil painting stroke acrylic course, just like a 4-week, just keeping with one medium, and then I think February will probably like landscapey things like foliage and greens. And then March will be watercolours. So I thought I'd do like a month, watercolour course, do like just so we can go into mediums a little bit more intensively. So that's the plan so far. But the other months are kind of roughly got on there, but I want to do a bit of jiggling around. What I did was the voting that you did.
Oh, did you find your other sheet?
Yeah, I found it. Well, I didn't find that one, but the ones that I got, I basically just went with which was the most popular with all the groups. So I'm trying to include a bit of all those subjects that had to say 6 or more people wanted that subject. So yeah, I'll let you know as soon as I've got that done. So with this one, rather than sort of I've kind of got a little bit further. I think I did a bit on Thursday. I thought I'd just highlight some of the things like actually getting some of these glowing effects. So things like this bit of the cursor here. I was just looking for my study, but I can't find that at the minute. To get this sort of effect of the glowing light, I was thinking perhaps to go in with something like an orangey red to start with. And this paint is almost dry that was on there. I started putting some medium on it, but it started taking the paint off, so I'm doing that. So I just want to kind of almost like sort of paint basically what I've done is, ideally this would be dry, and then just painted a bit of medium into that, just clear medium, just so that I'm working onto a wet surface. Otherwise you get a very dry brush look, which you might like that, but I tend to prefer the colours to look a little bit more blended. So this is a way you can work with oils and get a kind of slightly blended look. So I could work that. So the idea of this is it's like the darkest part of the glow. And then some of these lights going across, like that. You could possibly do this while it's still wet. And I'll also have a go at one of these lights as well. So to me these are possibly like a lilac-y, bluey kind of halo. So I'll go a little bit darker to start with and perhaps work this one. Again, I need a little bit of medium on there, so it's not too dry looking. Can't see, sorry. So you could either put the medium down first, or put the paint down and then soften it out with some medium. then perhaps a little bit brighter in the middle. So just go to a slightly bluey blue tone. This is something that I always find quite a challenge, really, because I find that sometimes the lights just don't look bright enough. And then I go to either white or almost just a little bit in the middle, something like that, just to get that impression of the light sort of glowing. You've also got a little bit of posts there. Perhaps just something just to okay with the post would be to soften that out with fingers actually. The middle of this, I'll just have to go there. So again, just finding a smallest brush. And this wants to be quite a bright, almost like pinky colour, I think. Let's try that. The idea is just to get this to this. If I was taking any care, I'll try and make that look like a cursor. That's a kind of really just the fluorescent areas. Is that enough to keep going? Yep. So yeah, so I'll leave it at that, and then perhaps at some point I might finish this as painting. Quite lovely thing, quite like to see that's nice. This one. Yeah, I suppose this one. I mean, this one, obviously, that's a few minutes worth. This is probably a couple of hours work. I was sort of there. I basically sort of painted some of the background shapes and the bridge the first session, and then did all the highlights on the second session. That's a little bit of work in the water. And this was, the idea of this was just like a suggestion of something moving like a boat in the water.
So it was dark when you were up there?
Yeah, it was dark, yeah. It went dark.
Cold and dark.
Oh, it wasn't too cold. It was a couple of weeks ago. It wasn't too cold. It's the perfect time of year when it's still warm, but it's dark enough to paint before it gets really late at night. The traffic comes. So yeah, I wouldn't mind doing another one a bit bigger, a bit wider.
Where was it?
London, looking off. I think it's Waterloo Bridge. Yeah.
What bridge were you on? Were you on Stewart or something?
No, I was on the bridge. I was standing on Waterloo Bridge,
Oh, right.
looking across towards. I can't remember the other ways, but yeah, that's St Paul's. That's it there.
Oh, yeah.
That's the Oxford Tower. Just there. And the Shard was at the top.
What did you do? Just sit there?
I just stand there. Yeah. What I do is I take this paint pot and I have a little paint pot which sits on top there, and a head torch.
Yeah.
Paint away. You need something to light your palette up. Yeah, you need to better light your picture on your palette up. Unless you're standing on the street. Sometimes.
Otherwise someone had bumped into you.
Well, they might do. Yeah. Or you can get. I've got some little clip-on lights as well, that are like what musicians use for reading their manuscript. So they're quite good as well. You can clip them onto your board. Yeah.
You're brave.
It's good fun. I like really nice.
It's the duvet there.
And it's cardboard box. Stop it there.